In this KuCoin review, we're going to go over how to use KuCoin, how to trade on KuCoin, is KuCoin safe, the pros and cons of the KuCoin, and we're going to go over a lot of the different features, but we're not going to do a deep dive on everything because there's a lot. KuCoin is like a mini version of the full suite of tools you can get on Binance, but just less popular. Now, the greatest feature of KuCoin is that they don't do KYC, meaning Americans can trade on there, but they're not supposed to, but you can. So to sign up, all you need is a phone number and a password. It's that easy. And the phone number can be a +1 area code, which is US, Canada, and a couple other places. And you'd be eligible for a Kucoin account. I know there are dangers associated with that. Potentially, Kucoin could close your account in the future if regulation gets more strict. If regulation gets more strict and you're supposed to close your account, you'd probably still be eligible to withdraw your funds. This has been the case for BitMEX. And if you want to fly under the radar, I would suggest getting a VPN with a dedicated IP address from outside the United States. But feel free to trade at your own risk. Just know this before going into it. For anyone else that doesn't live in the United States, this review is mostly for you since you can do this legally, I guess, without any restriction. And for the US people that want to use KuCoin, even New York residents, Texas, you can fly under the radar using KuCoin. Now, let's just go over the pros of why you might want to use KuCoin. In KuCoin, no KYC. That's an excellent feature because it gives you a lot of access to a full exchange with somewhat limited features. Then you have a variety of coins that are available that aren't available on Coinbase Pro or Binance US. KuCoin matches Binance with the lowest fees at 0.1%. Now you can get bigger discounts on Binance using their BNB token. Now the negative points to KuCoin is the spreads can be very high, which means you only use a limit order. The liquidity is very low, which means if you have an order of over $100, it could take a while to fill. And limited functionality for KYC users. We're going to go over that. We're going to go over how much you can do with no verification. Overview of your KuCoin account. So there are different pools of where your money kind of just sits. Your main account is where you can save your tokens and lend them out to earn interest. Your trading account is just where you are actively trading your coins and you can move those over instantly to your main account or to any of your other accounts if you want to do trading with it there. Your margin account is that 10x thing I showed you earlier where you could be trading at a leveraged rate. So let's take a quick look at that. Here's my BTC. I have a 10x trade on it. So if we trade, right now we have a margin trade and we own 0.004 Bitcoin. The futures account here is where you do your leverage trading, anywhere from 1x to 50x. With an account that goes through KYC, you would be eligible for 100x leverage, which is just crazy. But good luck to you if you do that. Pool X account. Pool X account, this is staking. So right now I'm staking some KSM for additional interest on my holdings. And that's mostly because KuCoin was running some promotion on it where if you did some staking, you would get an extra bonus. And if you want to know what coins are available for staking, it's at the top left here and the types of rates you would get. For coins that earn like 25%, you are taking a risk of those funds being devalued if the coin dumps. Sub account, this is for your trading bot. I put $200 in my sub account to trade. So I made about 2.5% with their trading bot over the past day and a half. Now you might want to use the KuCoin app because they have a few features that is not available on the actual website, like a trading bot. The trading bot is pretty cool. I think we'd have to do a whole video on just how it works and how to set things up, but I'm just gonna go over a brief overview on that a little later. Leverage trading. I actually really like the leverage trading on KuCoin because it's easy to set up your take profits and your stop losses, like very easy. After using BitMEX and Binance to do my leverage trading, I really enjoy the platform on KuCoin, but we'll also touch on that very lightly because you need to know a lot about leverage trading because it can be very dangerous and you can lose a lot of money very quickly. and promos. Now, if you ever want to get like an extra bonus for trading or checking in every day and just using KuCoin, KuCoin offers that. KuCoin is actually the most interactive platform, I guess, when it comes to promotions. Now, a lot of exchanges do offer different types of trading promotions, and that's just to gain a bigger audience. Is KuCoin safe? Yes, it's pretty safe, but they have been hacked before, and you should know why and what happened. So KuCoin was hacked in September of 2020, and hackers were able to obtain the private keys of one of the exchange's hot wallets. Now, they did not keep enough of their coins in cold wallets or cold storage, so hackers were able to withdraw those coins. Now, KuCoin was able to identify the large amount of withdrawals, and they were able to freeze all transactions. Initially, the loss was $281 million, but they ended up only losing $45 million in a recent update. KuCoin was able to work with other exchanges and partners that tracked all the transactions of where the money went and was able to recover a large amount of it. Now, for the $45 million that was lost, that was covered by insurance. The KuCoin team dipped into their insurance fund to produce the remaining $45.55 million that they were not able to recover from the hacker. So no users suffered any loss. So you can feel pretty assured that KuCoin will protect your funds, and they are insured by on-chain custodian and backed by locked-in insurance. But what does all that mean? I don't know. It's an exchange. It works. They have a proven track record of not losing people's money. So yeah, it seems safe enough. With all these crypto exchanges, vulnerabilities do exist, and that's what hackers look for. Now, with each hack, these exchanges get smarter and stronger, and that helps them protect your money. Now, as far as exchanges go, KuCoin is ranked number 8. In the top currency spot exchanges, that's just trading between cryptocurrencies, KuCoin is ranked number 8. They have a pretty high exchange score with a decent trading volume, as you can see here. Like, most of it is on Binance, Huobi, and then Coinbase Pro. So obviously, the best one here is Binance, and down here is Binance US right under KuCoin. Now, what you want to know is, should you use KuCoin? Yes, it's pretty safe. I would not go all in on any exchange. I always have different wallets, multiple exchanges, multiple accounts, just because you don't keep all your eggs in one basket, as they say, because that introduces the risk of loss. And I don't like losing money. Also not a financial advisor, so do whatever you want. But with KuCoin, if you are a US user and you shouldn't be using KuCoin because they don't do KYC, you do run the risk of them having to do KYC in the future to know who their customers are. And that could potentially introduce frozen funds. I don't want that to happen to anyone. But in similar cases like with BitMEX, they did still allow withdrawals. They just did not allow people to add any deposits or use any trading. So potentially, if KYC does become an issue, you would still be able to withdraw. Hypothetically, right now, there's no talk about that. It's basically, it's the Wild West. You can just use KuCoin. There's no KYC. KuCoin is for everybody. And if you are not a US citizen, you could go through the KYC process, which gives you more access to a lot of their features. KuCoin has a lot of incentives for active users, and they do special promotions that might last only a week. Now, by the time you see this video, it's gonna definitely be a different promotion, but I just want to show you how it works. This is the Year of the Bull promotion, where they have several activities you can do to collect coins, to get special promotions, and share the prize of 30,000 US dollars. I know that's not a lot of money, especially when there's 24,000 users that are playing it, so it's a little more than $1 each. But it's still like a fun little game that they have, but it's still something that you get for free, and it makes using the app a little more fun as it gives you different challenges. I know it's a little manipulative to do that, but it is a little fun because it gives you little activities to do where you can actually earn something for doing very little. And to see these promotions, you just have to log into the app, and then they're at the top of the page, just scrolling by. And if you're not doing any of those promotions, there's this check-in tab here, where you can check in and then potentially win some prizes if you get enough candies, which is their reward system for active users. This is all available in the app, and it's not something you would see in the website. So you actually have to download the Kucoin app to get access to these features. Kucoin also features a trading bot where you could potentially use a trading bot to profit off the fluctuations in the market. Now, I don't know how good it is. I have been playing around with it, and I could make another video on that in great detail. There are daily rankings of how much people are making using these trading bots, and you can just click into one and copy it. All you'd have to do is select one of these users who is doing very well, and then you can create the exact same trading bot. So this is the daily ranking. I would probably look into the 7-day ranking, and then you can also select the trading pair. So if there's like a special coin you want to trade with, you could do that. You could do Doge USDT and see how much people are making off there. You could do pretty much anything that they trade with, and you'd have a trading bot set up to place and sell orders for you. For my trading bot, you can see it up here. It says running. I have 2 running, one against BTC and another one against Pol. After running the Pol USDT bot for a day and a half, I made negative 0.5%. For BTC, I made 4.7%. But if you look at the Bitcoin market right now, it went up by 5.4%, which means I would have done better just buying Bitcoin and holding it for a day than using the trading bot. So your results may vary. It could be lucrative if you use it well. Maybe I'll make a video in the future if I learn how to use it really well, and I'll share it with you guys. Or someone let me know in the comments, like, what are your tricks to use this trading bot and to actually make profit. Signing up for Kucoin. Now, Kucoin is available to everybody because there is no KYC process, and this is great for US residents, especially people that live in New York. Now, if you are not in the United States and you are a non-US citizen, you get to use the full power of Kucoin. Now, if you are going to sign up for Kucoin, I do have a referral link. I don't know what it does. Kucoin doesn't say what it does. I've got 27 people referred, got my referral link here. No rewards activity. I don't know what it is. They did do some changes in the past few months, and hopefully that would benefit new Kucoin users and existing ones in the near future. So feel free to use it if you want. Link is in the description. Otherwise, there is nothing on the Kucoin website that explains what the referral bonus is for at the moment. And with that, we're going to sign up for Kucoin. I'm going to copy this link here. Gonna go over to Firefox, gonna open this up, and now we can just sign up with a phone number and a password. That's incredibly easy. I already have a Kucoin account, so I started a new one just to make this video, and I used a Google Voice number. So if you don't want to use your email address and you don't want to use your current phone number, you can create a Google Voice number for free and use that to access a new Kucoin account. So after you set up your account, you're going to want to make sure you have a complicated password and you have Google Authenticator set up. I have Google Authenticator on a phone that I only have offline. Check out my how to secure your cryptocurrency video. It's in the description. And when you set up Google Authenticator, you can do this. Is the QR code you get. It's censored for obvious reasons, and this is something you need to use to secure your account. Make sure you save a screenshot of this, otherwise it's going to be very difficult for you to access your account and to talk to support, especially if you're a US resident. You're not supposed to use it. You're not supposed to be using Kucoin anyway. And after we secure our account, we're also going to need to generate a trading password. As you can see, I don't even have an email for this account. It's just my Google Voice number. So you'll also be required to set a trading password. This is different from your other passwords and your Google two-factor code. It's just an additional 6-digit code that you can use to trade. So basically, if your account is logged in and you need to do some trading, you're going to have to input this 6-digit password. Additionally, you should be using restrict login IP to your IP address. This just ensures other people aren't accessing your account. And it's that easy. Email safety phrase, basically you don't want any phishing attacks, so you can just set an email safety phrase that says anything you like. Hey Dad, this isn't a scam. Boom. So I should see that phrase anytime I get a real email from KuCoin. Login safety phrase, just to make sure I'm on the real KuCoin account. I can input anything I want, so I could say, hey Dan, this one is a real account. And then a withdrawal safety phrase to make sure I'm in the right platform still and I'm not getting attacked by any other phishing emails. Just another thing. You can just set all the security you need to do. It's withdrawal time. Yeah, I don't know. I just gotta put something, right? This is actually all optional. You can still use your account without it. And after you set up your account security, it's time to fund your account. So to fund your account, you're gonna need a deposit address, and you have a couple options. So right here, we are in the main account. This is the assets overview, main account, trading account, margin account. So there are a couple options there. I'm going to deposit Litecoin because it has the lowest transaction fees when withdrawing from pretty much all of the exchanges, and I just like to get my full value there. Thumbs up for that, right? To select the deposit type, they have a lot of different coins you can choose from. I want Litecoin, I'll just type in LTC. And then you can choose where you want to deposit it. It can be in your main account, your trading account, or your margin account. They are all slightly different, but since we're gonna do some trading, we're gonna put it in the trading account. Please note the deposit address has changed. Basically, they changed their deposit addresses within the past few months. So you always wanna make sure you have a very fresh address from the exchange. So this is my Litecoin address. I'm gonna copy that. And then I'm gonna withdraw some Litecoin from Hotbit. It's just another exchange I use for certain coins that I need access to. And whenever you're moving coins between exchanges, you always need to check the address. So here is my withdrawal address. I'm going to double check it on KuCoin to make sure I'm sending it to the right address. Double check, and it's good. If you are new to moving cryptocurrency, send small amounts, especially with Litecoin because the fees are very low. It's very dangerous to send cryptocurrency to the wrong address because you won't get it back. The exchange, support, they can't help you. Those coins are gone if you make that mistake. And right now, sending Litecoin for most exchanges will cost you 0.01 Litecoin, which is about 23 cents. So if you are going to move coins around, especially for small amounts, or just if you just want to save money, Litecoin is a great option to save some money there. Typically, the fees on most exchanges, obviously they want to make some money. Litecoin fees are very low at 0.01, which is about 23 cents at the current price. You should only fund your account with cryptocurrency because you don't want to pay the premiums on KuCoin. If you are a US resident, you can only fund it with cryptocurrency. If you are someone who is eligible to fund your account with a credit card or with Simplex, the fees are very high. As an example, if I want to use my credit card or debit card to buy $100 of USDT, I would get $92.50, which is a 7.5% fee, which is very high. If you have access to an exchange that allows you to convert your actual money into cryptocurrency, use that if there's lower fees. I would highly recommend not paying the high fees on KuCoin to fund your account. And these rates differ, so if you use Banksha, I don't know if I'm saying that right, it's a 7.5% fee. If you're using Simplex, $100 of USDT is gonna cost you 15.5%. That is very high. Apple Pay is about 7.5%. SEPA is like 1.3, that's pretty good. MasterCard and Visa, 7.5%. When logging into KuCoin, make sure you type your phone number and not copy and paste it. So I copy and paste my phone number from Google Voice and that won't work. You actually have to type it in manually or it's not going to allow you to log in. Remember that? That's like a slight glitch. Should probably let KuCoin know that, or that is a feature to limit hacks. Navigating the crypto markets on KuCoin. So to start, you just hit markets here at the top left, and then you get all the different trading pairs available on KuCoin. Now you can sort by all of them, ETH, NEO, TRX, and then you can also set it by USD, BTC, KCS, alts, DeFi coins, non-fungible tokens, Polkadot, and then the spot index. The spot index just shows the current price for the coin on multiple exchanges. But most of the trading pairs are here under BTC, and then you can your favorite tokens just by selecting the star icon to the left. And then you can also sort by pair or last price, 24-hour change. The only bummer is I would appreciate them showing the market cap, which they don't do on this page, but Binance does. And market cap is kind of important to understand because this is something you can understand without seeing the coin supply. For myself, I normally go by market cap to determine how expensive a coin really is. Back here, since we set some favorites, you just select the favorites right here, and then it has all the coins I've starred. Back to BTC. A lot of the coins support margin trading, so if we select that right here, we can see which coins are available for margin trading. And we can also set up market alerts. Let's see, we get something BTC USD. I want a market alert when Bitcoin goes over 55,000. So you can set a price alert, a volatility alert, and then these are my alerts. And then to disable them, just click it again, or to delete it, hit the X at the right. And if you want to search for a specific coin, you can just type it in. And again, trading on KuCoin. Let's just start at the top here. You can switch between day mode and night mode. This is way too bright. I'm going to stay on night mode. This shows us our ping, which shows how fast we are connected to the exchange. Market alert. You could set alerts for whatever tokens you want. If there's any kind of big fluctuation in price, you can set that. And tour, you can actually take a tour of it. Assets overview, buying and selling, spot, margin, and contracts. So since we're trading Litecoin, you have this little information box up here. You can select that, and it shows you the market cap of Litecoin at $11 billion, circulating supply, total supply, max supply. And if you want to know what the coin actually does, it gives you a brief summary down here. So if you click the trading pair, you get all the different markets that are available. You can search by any coin you want. Let's say BGN, anything with BTC, anything with ETH, and you can see all the trading pairs there, or just browse them. You can set your favorites. You can set your margin. Anything with a 10x is marginable. Your USD pairs. So I can add whatever I like to my favorites. Your KCS pairs, your DeFi tokens, and then back in our favorites here, we can just start opening these up as different chart tabs. And then you can select this grid at the top left, and you can switch it to 4 boxes instead of 1. So now we can see 4 different charts instead of 1. But I'm not that crazy, and we're just gonna do 1 chart. And to the left here are your trading view tools for anything you want to draw for technical analysis. I'm not that knowledgeable about technical trading, so we're gonna skip those tools. Let's sell some Litecoin to USDT because it's a little easier to understand. So right here we can see the spread. People want to buy Litecoin at $231 and about 6 cents, and people want to sell it at $231.13 and up. So the spread can vary on KuCoin, so you have to be very careful. I suggest never doing a market order and always doing a limit order. So make sure limit is always selected because the prices can be misleading. With a high volume coin like Litecoin, we can see a lot more activity and a very low spread. Now some coins have leverage, so if we look at Litecoin KCS, we only see spot and futures. Futures is available for accounts that go through KYC, but if we go to the Litecoin USD trading pair, we have spot, margin, and futures. Margin allows you to do leverage trading, so whenever there is a 10x swing, that is 100% different. So it's 10 times whatever the price fluctuation is when you're trading in margin. This is just the margin trading pair. This isn't the futures contracts where you can set what kind of margin you want. So this margin is automatically 10x, and you should be very careful. All right, so we're gonna trade some LTC for USDT, and since we wanna see how much these trading limits are, we're gonna trade it all. So we're gonna sell all the Litecoin I have for USDT just to see what the limits are for an unverified account. And as I mentioned, always do a limit sell. Make sure limit is selected, and we can select the price. So here's the order book, and we can see what price people are selling at. By clicking any of these prices, it's going to update the price in our order. By clicking the amount, it's going to update the amount in all of our orders. So right now we have a limit price. I want to sell for the lowest one available. It is fluctuating, and I'm going to sell it all for $231.38. That creates my order, and as you can see, I'm third in line here, and there's a little dash that represents my order. Right now I am the lowest priced order in the order book, and it filled. The order has been filled, and now I have $1,120 of USDT. Now we're gonna buy some KCS. So right now it's trading at $2.47 and change. I'm gonna find the lowest price here. I'm ready to buy, but I wanna definitely be the highest price. So right now I'm gonna put 2471, everyone's at 2470, and the lowest price now is 2476. And I want 100% of my available funds to buy KCS. Well, I was 2471, now someone's 2476. Now I have to do 247, I'm just gonna do a market order. To do my version of a market order there, I pick the lowest price and then hit 100%. So right now I have 450 KCS in my account. That just means I've already did over $2,000 in trades on an unverified account. And according to KuCoin, I should have not been able to do $2,000, which means there might not be any limits. Now I have been trading a little more than that in a day on my other account. So if you decide to use KuCoin as an unverified user, you are taking that risk. If you do take that risk, I highly suggest you use an IP address that's located outside the United States and a dedicated IP address. That's you using a VPN, and you purchase a dedicated IP address in another country, and you do all your trading through there. Kucoin token, KCS, is the platform token for KuCoin, and it saves you on your trading fees by 20%. The standard trading fee on KuCoin is 0.1%, and if you pay in KCS, that trading fee is now 0.08%, so 20% off. And if you hold at least 6 KCS tokens, you're eligible for some of the trading fees that KuCoin generates daily. So 50% of the trading fees that they charge every day on KuCoin, they give back to their KCS holders, depending on how much KCS you're holding, and you need to be holding at least 6. Now in this account I have 44, and so far I've received 5% of 1 KCS token. Hitting view here, you would want to go into your KuCoin bonus tokens and save them to your wallet every day, because the more you have in the wallet, the more you're earning back every day. For the last part of this KuCoin review, I'm gonna liquidate all my holdings back into USDT and then move that to my other KuCoin account, just to prove that yes, I can withdraw these assets as an unverified user. Now I'm back in my main KuCoin account, and I'm going to deposit some KCS. And the cool thing is, if you're on the website and you hover over the little QR code symbol, it's going to create a QR code. So now I can use my phone to withdraw directly to this QR code without having to copy or type anything in. Yeah, you don't want to ever type any of these addresses in. Hit max withdrawal. Oh, I only have 0.05 KCS in this account because it's set to main account. So to change that, you just hit these little arrows at the right. Now I want to transfer all the coins in my trading account to my main account, which is 725 KCS. Let's hit all, confirm, once again, no fees. And now if I hit max, my full stack of KCS is ready for withdrawal. To be very careful with withdrawals, you gotta look at the address carefully, make sure everything is set properly, and it has my withdrawal safety phrase, "Hey Dan, it's withdrawal time." And it's full circle from the security section. This is me withdrawing my coins from KuCoin. And the coins have been withdrawn. So looking back at my main KuCoin account, those funds came in practically instantly. It was like 2 seconds after I hit withdraw, the KCS was transferred from my tester KuCoin account to my new account. This was a lot of content, so I really would appreciate it if you like this video. It helps me out. And if you're considering signing up for KuCoin, I would appreciate it if you use my referral link. It's in the description. Thanks for watching, and I hope you got your full value for today.